Welcome back, everybody, to another LEGO Star Wars video. In today's video, we'll be going over the top LEGO Star Wars sets for $100 or over for 2020. In this video, I'll be focusing on sets that you can be finding for about $100 through about $250. I feel like that's a good price range right there. You know, if you're looking for something a little bit more high-end, over $100, but of course, $250 is a pretty good cap on that. And if you guys want to see another video of sets that are over $250, $250 all the way up to $1,000, and even more, let me know down below, guys. But in this video, I've got quite a few new sets, of course, that are on shelf still that you guys can find, and then I've also got a couple sets on that are retired that I definitely recommend trying to pick up soon here, that I don't feel like we'll be getting remakes of anytime soon. So let's get into some of the newer sets, though, some of the obvious ones. And we'll start off with the Slave 1 20th Anniversary Edition. This is one that most of you guys probably have it already if you guys wanted it, for your collection or just to build or anything like that. I think the actual build itself is beautiful. I think it's a nice looking Slave 1. To an extent, though, if the UCS Slave 1 was still on shelves, which they almost paralleled at the same time on shelves, I believe, then the UCS one would definitely be the one up. And I know also the UCS one only goes for about $225 resale. It's not that much more resale. So here's kind of a toss-up. Again, the 20th Anniversary Edition one is cool, a little bit more smaller scale. You got some very cool minifigures. You got the Zuckuss minifigure. But the thing is, this one does not ever go on sale. I mean, in the U.S., this thing has never gone on sale. And that's kind of weird. So it's really, I guess I'll just say this, the UCS one from 2016 only goes for about $200, almost pretty much retail still. And the 20th Anniversary Edition is, of course, less scale, about I think even like 800 less pieces, I believe. Yeah, about 800 less pieces, and it just doesn't go on sale. If you can catch the 20th Anniversary Edition on sale, 20%, $96, I recommend it fully. But at this point, I really do think you spending that extra money for the UCS one would be a better bang for your buck. So there's that one, guys. Moving on to another set real quick that, technically is $100 or over, with some sales tax and stuff like that. We got 75255, the Yoda UCS set. And in general, I mean, this is just an overall, very cool set. 1,800 pieces pretty much for $100. I get it's a lot of small pieces, a lot of tan pieces, kind of a common color. But at the end of the day, I mean, that price per piece, I mean, if you're a guru over that, I mean, that's a very good deal. And, just compared to the old one, I mean, this is obviously a one-up on it. You get a Yoda minifigure. And, if you count it, some sales tax or whatever it is, it's technically over $100. So there's that one, guys. Moving on to probably my two favorites that are on shelves right now for $129.99 each. We have the 75256 right here, the Kylo Ren Shuttle. And this is overall just a huge step up from the 2015 one. I mean, the color is more accurate. The minifigure, I think, has a better selection. And, it's technically the same thing as 2015, but just everything done right. Black, color scheme. The wings fold normal, or fold correctly. You got all those cool minifigures. And this is another one that I've caught on sale a couple times. When it first came out, Kohl's had it on sale. I've seen a couple Walmarts around me advertise it on sale, but then they just end up not having it in store, not in stock. But again, I recommend really on anything you buy, unless it is a retired set, get it for 20% off somewhere. It's not the end of the world, waiting an extra week or two, to go on Amazon, find it for 20% off, find it on Walmart for 20% off. I mean, if money's not an issue for you, then so be it. But every set that's on the shelf, will eventually go to at least 20% off. Slave 1 might be might not be the case for that one, since it's been on shelves for a year and a half, and I mean, it's truthfully have not gone on sale in the U.S. Maybe like individual, like little, brick and mortar stores, but like actual retail stores, I mean, I've yet to see it on sale, and I mean, I check that stuff pretty frequently. But there's the Kylo Ren Shuttle, guys. Then another one for $129.99, Darth Vader's Castle, 75251. This is one Amazon exclusive. I know on Black Friday they had it for like $85, I believe, which that was a hell of a deal. I do not recommend paying $130 for it. I think that's a little overpriced for what you get. You get, the two exclusive minifigures, a pretty cool build, but I would definitely wait for, if you have like an Amazon gift card, or, if you sign up for like the Amazon credit card and you get, the rebate and, money off, like $50 off your first thing over $250 or whatever that is, or, wait for another Amazon sale, bring it down to at least about $100 or less, I believe, for a solid deal on that set. But nonetheless, it is a awesome set. Then moving on, I guess, to another set right here. It's not on shelves yet, but technically in 2020 it will be. 75292, the Razor Crest. You guys have probably seen a lot about it over the past couple weeks, and there's pretty much that. You guys probably know the gist of it. You guys have probably watched all the news videos. It's a cool set for what it is. I think a touch overpriced. Another Amazon exclusive right there. So I would definitely wait. Probably your prime time to buy that set would be Black Friday. 2020 coming up here in, 4, 5, 6 months or whatever that is. So that's my recommendation on that. Moving on to one more set that you guys can find on shelves. That's Millennium Falcon 75257 from the Rise of Skywalker. I personally will probably not be picking this one up. I've got the 2015 one, relatively the same, same scale at least, and it's cool. I mean, you got Bulio, you got Lando, a couple, pretty expensive minifigures in there, but nonetheless, I mean, again, I would recommend waiting for a sale. 20% off of that's what, $32, $128. I definitely recommend getting it for that and not $160. So there's that, guys. And moving on to 3 retired sets I do have here, which the more I look at these retired sets, guys, it might have to be a whole separate video on just stuff that has blown up in the resale price. I mean, it is absolutely nuts. But let's move on to the most reasonable one, I guess, out of all this. We have the Clone Turbo Tank, set number 8098. From 2010, the Clone Wars one, 1,121 parts, 6 figures, and if you want a complete one with the figures, it's looking like you'll be pushing about 200 to low 200s on eBay and Bricklink. On Bricklink, you can get a couple without figures for like 130, which to an extent that might be a good deal. I mean, the minifigures aren't too crazy in the set. I mean, more than likely you have a newer Aayla Secura. Cad Bane's really the only chase figure out of all these, and you might already have a Cad Bane. I mean, he came in the Cad Bane Speeder. And I know Cad Bane doesn't go for all that much on the resale market, maybe like an $8 figure. So the Clone Turbo Tank I definitely recommend. I've got 2 of these things. This is a set that will never have something that compares to this again. I mean, if it's anything like the 2016 Turbo Tank, it was pretty junk compared to this, and this is a beast of a vehicle. I mean, it's bulky, it's big, you can fit troopers in there, it looks menacing when it's on a mock, and there's pretty much my thoughts on that, guys. Moving on to another one where this thing skyrocketed in price. I believe this was $100 retail back in the day, back in 2007. We have a 7662, the Trade Federation MTT, and if you're looking for one with all of the minifigures, you're going to be peaking at right around that $250 mark, it looks like. On Bricklink, we got one for $244, one for $250, and then on eBay, it looks like you can maybe get lucky on a bid for low 200s for all the minifigures. Again, I mean, the minifigures aren't the end of the world in this set. I mean, they are just a bunch of battle droids, and you more than likely have enough, from other stuff to fill it up. I mean, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, you can get ones without the minifigures for like high hundreds, 180, 190, which that might be a better investment at the end of the day. I mean, droids are only worth about 80 cents a piece, $1 a piece. So it might be better off just buying the figures separate. The Droideka and the Speeder are pretty cool side additions, though. So I would definitely watch to make sure that you get those with the set. But yeah, I definitely recommend this MTT. Another one of those things, that the newer model just does not compare to it. And I don't think they're ever going to go back to a bulky, just badass vehicle like this MTT ever again for it. And that kind of sucks, but that's why you got to go back before it's too late and buy some of these retired sets. I mean, that's pretty much what everyone's got to do these days. Then moving on to my last one right here, where this is nuts, guys. I mean, this is the 8039, the Venator class Republic Attack Cruiser. And this is catching some crazy dollars. I mean, if you're looking for with figures, I mean, you're going to be paying every last bit of that $250, if not pushing $300. But you can get some without the figures for, again, about high hundreds, low 200s. And again, there's really no chase figures in this set. I mean, there's really nothing that you're missing out on. I mean, maybe Chancellor Palpatine, but I mean, that's about it on that. But it just sucks. I mean, the fact that it's retail for, 120 back in the day, and now that it's going for double that price, even without figures. I mean, it's just the name of the game, though. I mean, a lot of stuff has gone up in value, and it's just, it's just because Lego's not going to make it again, or, it's been 10 years, and probably won't make it, hopefully they make another Venator. I mean, that would be ideal. I mean, with the Clone Wars coming out, it only makes sense. But yeah, guys, nonetheless, that is, again, there's obviously a whole lot more sets, that resale value $100 or more. Like, I was checking, that Ghost from Rebels is like a $400 100% complete set and like a $600 set sealed. And that was, a $90 set on shelves? That's insane. I wish I had a couple of those sealed right now. I'd be able to retire at age 30. But nonetheless, guys, that is all for this video. Again, leave a comment down below if you guys want one for sets over 250 or kind of like just like a no boundary, set, because again, there's a lot of resale sets that are going over 250. Even a couple on shelf sets, of course, UCS Falcon, Star Destroyer, and yeah, well, thank you guys all for watching this video. Leave your comments down below. If you guys have any recommendations for other people, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Stay safe, guys. Bye. Save 5% off on your next LEGO purchase. Be sure to use code LIFEBRICK. That's capital LIFE at republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. It'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old LEGO minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LIFEBRICK on your next order for 5%.